Hi everyone, this is Sunny Kumar from IIT BHU and welcome to my channel Code with Sunny, and today I am going to discuss the problem special palindromes of March Easy 2021. Okay, so in this problem we have been given a string s of lowercase Latin letters and we have to select a substring s1 and a prefix s2 from string s of equal length. Okay, and we are going to concatenate them such that one of them must be appended in a reverse order to form a string p. That is, string p will be of type s1 plus reverse of s2 or s2 plus reverse of s1. Okay. Also note that string p must be a palindrome, then it is said to be a special palindrome. Okay. So find the number of substrings. Oh, sorry. Find the number of strings s1 such that there exists a prefix s2 using which a special palindrome string can be formed. So if you analyze this condition, that is string, this statement p equals s1 plus reverse s2 or s2 plus reverse s1. Okay, then you will find that we have to find the total number of substrings for all the prefixes of string s. Let's say I am at current prefix of length l, then our current answer will be the total number of substrings for of this string s, that is exactly equal to the chosen prefix of length l. Okay, so we are going to add this answer for all the prefixes and get the final answer. So this will be our basic idea. So let's discuss the input and output format, test cases, then n, then the string s, and also output format will be for each number of test, for each test case we are going to print the number of distinct special palindrome strings. And constraints are for n is going to vary up to 10 power 3, which tells us that O of n square solution is going to uh, give us the correct answer, or you can say will be allowed. Okay, so let's discuss the problem. Now you can see what is actually given in this question. We have been given a string s. We have to find the total number of strings such that there exists a prefix which using which a special palindrome string can be formed. So what is a special palindrome string? Let's understand this first. String p equals s1 plus reverse of s2 or string p equals s2 plus reverse of s1. We need to build this string p where string p must be a palindrome string formed. So let's understand this with the help of example. Suppose I have a string s equals ab, you can see here. Now this s2 equals ab, let's say any prefix of length 2. This is what I have chosen for the current prefix. Now you can see for all the strings equal to AB, for all the substrings of this string S, which is exactly equal to the S2, then you can see the total count is 3. And if we are going to append this string of type AB for that is I have get for all the substrings, then you can see the final string formed according to the above rules, that is S1 plus reverse of S2 or S2 plus reverse of S1. You can see that string P will be a palindrome string. So this gives us the idea that we need to find for a given prefix the total number of substrings that is matching with this chosen prefix string. Okay, so and we are going to sum up all these answers for every prefix. Okay, so what will the prerequisite to solve this problem? That is, we must know the prefix function or any hashing algorithms, or any string, better string algorithms to check the substring search. Okay, now you can see I have used here the prefix function longest common prefix suffix. That is what that gives us the best way to solve this problem efficiently. Now I'm going to discuss this problem with the help of the example. Let us choose a string s equals ab. Okay. Now I have built a LPS array longest common prefix suffix for the above string s. Note that if you are not aware of this concept, that is prefix function for a given string s, no need to worry about. I have mentioned the link in my description section of the video for the tutorial related to this prefix function build, how to build this prefix function in the best way, that is in O of n square time. So do have a look over it for better understanding. So let's discuss this with the how I am going to build this LPS array. Let's say I need to find the LPS of n minus 1. So our string will be what? String will be the entire string, that is you can see ab. So what is the longest proper prefix, let's say longest proper prefix, which is also the suffix of the chosen string. So you can see the longest prefix, you can see prefix will be what? AB, AB. And what is the suffix that is going to match with this prefix, which is also AB, AB? So what would be the length? That will be LPS of n minus 1. That is, it will be filled with 4. You can see the length will be 4. So this is how the every index, that is this array, is going to denote. So let's understand this, how the answer is coming for a given string as in deeply. Okay. So suppose we have a string AB AB. Now here in the bottom you can see I have built the LPS array. So first discuss the naive approach, how we are going to build get the answer. So suppose I am at a string A, then what are the total number of substrings of this string that is matching with A? You can see there are three: A, A, and A. And if we choose the prefix of length 2, that is AB, what are the total number of substrings that is matching with AB? You can see there are three substrings again. Now I am going to extend this with ABA. So what are the total number of substrings that is matching with ABA? 2. Okay, so I am going to write here 2. And again, if I extend this substring to the length equal to 4 ABAB, the total number of substrings is again 2. And similarly, you can find all that will come out to be, let us say I am going to extend this with 5, it will come out to be 1 and again 1. So our answer will be what? 12. So this is the correct answer. But if you use the naive algorithm, it will have the time complexity of O of n cube. So I am going to use the better method to how we are going to solve this problem in O of n square time, to so that our code will not get time limit exceeded. Okay, so our answer will be 12. So how we are going to use this with the, that is approach my answer with the help of LPS array, longest common prefix suffix. So let's understand this. Suppose currently I am at the index, let's say index equal to this. I am going to highlight this with this color. So if I am currently at index equal to this, it is going to LPS of I is going to denote the value equal to 3, which is saying the longest proper prefix, that is ABA of the string, which is also the suffix, is of length 3. That is, you can see this is what ABA, and again this is ABA. Now this is denoting that our answer, now I am going to check if my current pointer, let's say j equals I am going to initialize my j with I, and if I am going to check if j is positive and LPS of I, that is at this value, the LPS of I is 3, which is positive, then I am going to increment my answer with 1 and change my j pointer. Why I am going to do this? You can see if j is positive, that is pointer is positive, that is denoting at positive index, and LPS of I is that is LPS of j, sorry, LPS of j currently is positive, it is going to denote yes, there is a prefix which is also a suffix, which is going to denote yes, I have a substring which is matching exactly equal to that, exactly equal to any prefix of length equal to 3. Okay, so I am going to increment my answer. So my answer will be going to incremented by 1. So what if I have checked this and I am going to move j, that is I am going to make my j pointer to what? Let us say I am going to change my j pointer to the LPS of j. Okay, and initially I have a j pointer initialized to I. Okay, so don't get confused. So I have j pointer initialized to this. Now if j is positive and the LPS of j is also positive, so I'm going to move to the value pointed by this LPS of j, that is 3. So now I have at a pointer that is equal to this value, that is I'm okay, I'm going to use this color. So I'm pointing at this pointer now. Now at this pointer you can see still j is positive and LPS of j is 1, which is still positive, which is going to denote yes, I have a prefix which is also matching with this suffix, which states that yes, I have a substring that is matching with any prefix of length equal to LPS of j, that is 1. That is, you can see this a is matching with this a. So I need to increment my answer with again 1. So and again I'm going to change my j pointer to this. pointer, index equal to 0. Now you can see j is no more positive and LPS of j is no more positive. So I'm going to stop the searching the answers. So this is for I equal to what? This is for I equal to 5. Similarly, I'm going to do this for every index and compute the answer. Then you will find that our answer will come out to be 12. So why this approach is working, you can easily see for every index I am going to find if there is a prefix that is matching with the suffix, then I am going to increment my answer. This is going to denote yes, I have a substring that is matching with the prefix. So I am going to count the total number of substrings basically. So this will be our approach that will give us 12. For if you calculate the for the if I will go for every index I and sum up all the answers. So let's move on to the approach, how we are going to code and all this stuff. So our approach will be O of n square approach. You can see building the prefix function first, then approaching the answers. Now first I'm going to build the prefix function of the given string, longest common prefix, which is also the suffix of the given string for every string. Now I'm going to initialize answer with n. This is very important to understand. So let me also denote, also explain you why I'm going to initialize my answer with 1. Note that for the, sorry, I'm going to initialize my answer with n. For the chosen prefix, let's say I'm going to choose the prefix of, let's say, ABA. So I'm going to write here, I'm going to choose a prefix of ABA. Note that this ABA is already a chosen substring. That is, if I'm going to choose this prefix, there is already a substring that is already matching with this, that is ABA itself. So I'm going to initialize answer with n. Okay. Now for every index I run a while loop till longest common prefix for the current index is positive, tends to positive, and change the variable accordingly and increment the answer accordingly. That is what I have explained. If LPS of j is positive, so I'm going to write here for understanding, while j is positive and LPS of j is still positive, then I'm going to increment my answer. Also, I'm going to change my LPS to LPS of j if I'm going to use 1 based indexing. Okay, or you can say if I'm going to use a 0 based indexing, I'm going to use -1. Note that I'm going to also initialize my j with I for every index I. I'm going to find this answer. Okay, or also I'm going to initialize my answer with n. Okay, for every prefix. So our time complexity will be O of n square and space complexity will be O of n. Space complexity will be O of n because you can see that I am going to store a LPS array which is of size n. Time complexity will be O of n square simply because building the LPS array and also for finding the answers. Okay, so let's move on to the code. You can see, okay, I have first built the prefix function. Okay, so you can also find this short code in the tutorial that I am going to mention in the description section of the video. So this will pref sub is going to denote the longest prefix, which is also the suffix of the string for every index I. Now you can see I have initialized my answer with n for every prefix. The answer for this prefix will be the one of the answer that is exactly equal to the chosen prefix. Now for every index I, you can see I am going to initialize my j with I first. Now I am going to check while j is positive and prefix suffix of j, that is LPS of j, is still positive. I can claim that my answer is still present. I am going to increment my answer and also change my j accordingly. That is, I am going to move to the shorter prefix length that is exactly matching to the suffix. Okay, and I am going to do this for every index I, and I am going to finally print the answer. Okay, so let me submit this code and check out. Okay, yes, yes, it is accepted. Okay, so if you have any doubts, do not forget to mention in the comment section of the video, and I will ask the viewers to like this video, share this video, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you for watching this video.